Let's talk about motions for contempt and how they're used to enforce judgments in Florida divorces or Florida paternity and custody cases. And a motion for contempt is most commonly used to enforce any kind of support obligation. And we're talking about alimony or child support. First of all, there needs to be an order that was issued by the court, let's say for a given amount of money every single month. Second of all, the other spouse or ex-spouse or ex-significant other needs to have a copy of the judgment. They need to basically understand the judgment, which is a given in Florida, and they need to have the ability to comply in order to be held in contempt. So what exactly does that mean, the ability to comply? Well, the fact is, if someone owes, let's say, $500 a month to the other person, and they've fallen on hard times, and let's use an extreme example, they're a street person living in a box on a sidewalk on the streets in the state of Florida, that person obviously does not have the ability to comply. So you're going to have someone with either an income, with some assets, or someone that has an ability to work and refuses to work, even though they can work and earn a living and comply with the order. The range of things the court can do in a motion contempt are pretty broad, and they tend to be the most harsh remedies under Florida law. A judge can actually send someone to jail for failure to pay support. And what they typically do, they look at the situation, they hear evidence, they hear testimony, and they determine an amount that person should be able to pay. And then a lot of times they'll give a date and have a contingent temporary jail sentence based on that date if money doesn't show up. That is called a purge payment, and it's very common in the state of Florida. Sometimes the judge will simply order some sort of accelerated or extra payments for that person to catch up. There's quite a few remedies available. It's never a good thing to be in contempt of court. And if you're on the other side and you can't get cooperation with an order, it's a very, very good type of court action to file. Please come in and talk with us if you have that type of situation on either side of the situation, and we'll be glad to discuss it with you and discuss your possible options. This attorney, Howard Eichen.